Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about my favorite topic, that is personalized learning with AI, reimagining education with AI, making it effective, equitable, and empowering. Now the good thing is that I don't have to market myself much because Kiran Mehdi ma'am was here and उन्होंने आज जो भी यहाँ पे बताया, it was like music to my ears. That is how I feel. Now who am I? Why am I here? Why am I talking to you? My name is Soumya Prakash Mishra, and that's all there is me with my son Shivansh Mishra. Shivansh goes to a CBSE school, grade 8, in the beautiful city of Chandigarh. And he has been somebody that I have invested a lot of time trying to teach him at home. Now, Kiran Bedi ma'am was saying that learning should now happen at homes. And that's what I strongly believe in. That if you want somebody to be super successful, like ma'am was, or like many of us here are, education is going to get us there. But not only education at schools, but also learning should happen at home, and that is why I'm here on this stage. I'm an engineer by profession. I'm a pass out of the XLRI Jamshedpur, and then I founded a company called Intellinez, which has now built a product called MeraTutor.ai Homie, and MeraTutor.ai Homie uses AI to impart personalized learning to each and every student across the globe. This is a fact that I want to talk about. One-on-one tutoring helps students achieve scores that rank them in the top 4% of the class. Now this is as per the Benjamin Bloom 2 Sigma finding of 1984. Any child who gets one-to-one tutoring goes on and does much better. Now that's where you might have heard about things like mastery-specific learning, personalized learning that Khan Academy guys talk about. And that's what I want to stress on. Now in the ancient days also, every great leader that you have seen, like Alexander, Chandragupta had Chanakya. And there were those people who had been receiving this one-on-one education, and somehow in the 18th century, the factory model of education stemmed in right from Europe to America and then to India. And we have been following that model years after years, and not much has changed. That has to change, because one-to-one personalized tutoring is one of the most effective ways to accelerate learning and mastery. The question is, can we do it now? Is it possible? Now, you all know here that one-to-one personalized learning can be very expensive, right? The tutors charge anything in between $25 to $50 at a global stage these days. How do we make personalized education available to each and every student? I'm not talking about cities like Delhi, NCR, Mumbai, Bangalore, but I'm also talking about our villages, our tier 3, our tier 4 cities. That's the reason I'm here. I want to talk about them more. How do we make possible all of this? Here is the problem that I'm trying to solve. Most K-12 schools use a one-size-fits-all approach, the same pace, content, and support for every student, leaving many students behind, reducing overall learning effectiveness. I think most of you understand what I'm talking about, and I know you really wish that kash ki mere aur multiplications ho paate and each of my students would have me and I could give them more attention. That's not possible today within the limited time period we have at schools. Talking at our student challenges, we have limited access to educators. Students find independent learning difficulties. Not every student is blessed with a parent that can guide them at home. And that's what Kiran Bedi ma'am was speaking, that her parents were largely responsible for her success. And I agree to that. I was super lucky to have parents who guided me to all my subjects, and that has helped me immensely in life. And that's the reason I think every student must have a tutor teaching it round the clock. Lack of parental support and expensive private tutoring. All these are the student challenges. Now, how do we solve it? Can AI help? Can AI be the answer to the problems that we are talking about? And if yes, let's not just talk about AI in education. Is there a tool that we could use right away? I'm introducing our personal AI tutor. It's not a chatbot. We are calling it an AI personal tutor, and the name is MeraTutor.ai Homie. At the end of my session, there will be a 5-minute video where I show you how this entire system would work. But on the screen, you see there is this product called MeraTutor Homie, which runs on any device, is available 24/7 and runs using your school recommended textbook. Yeah, it just does not give you answers from any other, LLMs like ChatGPT or Gemini, but uses your school recommended textbook that we upload onto the system, and then AI does the magic. It can help students or any questions they have in the exercises. It can help students understand any of the concepts in the book that they don't understand. It can help students get curious by looking at more questions that AI provides to them as they ask questions. You will look at that during the demo. It's a wonderful tool, and my son, who is in grade 8, does independent learning, doesn't go to any tuition so far. And as a parent, my aim in life is to let Shivansh, my son, learn without seeking any external help. We'll look at that later. But let's imagine learning independently using Homie. How does it look? The student can learn independently 24/7, ask questions and learn beyond the books and get confident. Talking about the educators, now instead of all the educators sitting here, you could use AI to help your students self-learn. And your classes, instead of teaching that quadratic equation, you could take a desk, maybe discuss other things that are more important, like the relevant skills in the industry that is required. Can we teach those during the school hours? Now, those are some things that we as educators need to now think. Thinking about the parents, now parents using Homie can assist children with learning at home and help with revisions and exam preparation. There are so many parents, they want to get their sons and daughters get the best education. They are looking for people who could help. But majority of them don't have access to good educators after school. So that is where Homie comes into action, and with AI-based learning, now the student has something to learn 24/7. Now there are some questions around AI education. I have been talking to a lot of principals over the last 6 months, and I'm going to show you those questions. If you agree to those, please let me know, raise your hands. The first problem that educators tell me is AI is dangerous, digital devices are dangerous. How many agree that this is a correct statement? Some of you agree. I think partially this is true. AI could be dangerous, digital devices could be dangerous. But every technology has the positives and the negative. The solution could be redesigning learning around AI and devices, because that's where the world is moving. We love it or not, we like it or not, we need to understand how we could use technology to help our kids and not just say, I'm not going to use AI. So that's the reason I said next year when I'll be talking here, most of you would already be using AI. The world is just moving so fast. The second problem is AI use will lead to loss of critical thinking. That's also a true statement. There has been a research by MIT which says if you use AI, you are using your brain less than happens with students. But can we make AI a critical thinking partner? And when I talk about it, I also think of the Socratic learning. Instead of asking for answers from an AI chatbot, can we ask it to act as a Socratic tutor and help the student learn by asking more questions to the student, open-ended questions? Can we do that? So you see, yes, there are problems with technology. There is a problem with AI. But when implemented the right way, we could turn AI into a blessing that has never been available till this time. For the first time in the history, we have a technology that can take education to just another level, to a level where all of us have been thinking education should be. And that ladies and gentlemen, is what we need to be thinking right now. How do we use AI and take India to the next level, make it our superpower of the world? Students will be cheating using AI. Some students will be cheating using AI. Don't bring AI, we don't hate AI. That's what they tell me. Well, the solution could be to redesign assessment to test application creativity and real problem solving. People like me who are building software, we use AI day in, day out just to make sure that we are really productive. Many educators here are using ChatGPT already. The parents are using ChatGPT already. Why do we think our students should not use AI? Let's say grade 5 and 6 about it. Why cannot they be using AI to the researchers and build something instead of trying the rote learning they have been doing for past many decades? Here are some food for thought for educators I'm going to leave you with. What in education can be automated with AI? What can be focused on that if AI does the teaching? Can we use the real world skills to be taught during the school hours? Can we teach our students Bhagavad Gita, philosophy, Socratic, Plato, as Spirit Baby Man was saying, and you might believe with that? Can all of you transform yourself, become a coach, a mentor, a leader for your students, become a parent for them? Rather than just teaching them mathematics, science, which AI is capable of doing today. Can we finally make learning personalized using AI? Can you all think about it tonight when you go back? How do we stop talking personalization of learning, rather execute it? And MeraTutor Homie is my way of executing AI in education. Any parent across the country can subscribe to Homie, start learning using school recommended textbooks. Can AI make education in India affordable, equitable, empowering? Can India lead the world in education with AI and explore this the world? We have so many schools, great educators. The best CEOs are being made here in India. Why can't we transform our education, lead with AI, and transform the world with what we just devised? That's all I have. Student in your class, I'm anyways going to grow up with AI to lighten a lot. Question is, will they learn to use AI with you or without you? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me. That's PAN code is, if you want to connect with me, I'm very happy to connect with you. And me from the technological background, love to connect with educator and try and blog or AI in education. I'm very open for that. We are a stall right out of this hall. I'm eager to meet all of you.
Hello, educators. Welcome to MeraTutor.ai and show me how it can transform the learning experience for students, benefiting them, educators, and parents. To begin, Homie provides an easy course management module to help the student organize his or her course's subject and chapter-wise, school-recommended textworks in a easily version into chapter-wise PDFs and uploaded and organized on Homie, as you can see on screen, for easy access by students. Free scanning applications available on Apple and Android devices do the job while converting textbook chapters with NDFs. Once the course is organized, click on any chapter you want to start learning. Select the snipping tool and highlight a text, picture, or problem. Then type your question, or pick from prompts. Homie delivers a concise, structured answer. English, history, math, science, French, etc. Homie can help the student learn all subjects in no time. Homie allows you to save AI outputs on each page as notes for future reference. Simply click on Add to Notes option to load an AI response. Access all your notes via the Notes section. Here, you can edit, delete, you can even export the notes practically. After every answer by the Homie Tutor bot, Homie suggests related queries and follow-up questions, personalized for the learner, based on age, grade, subject. She is trying to grasp from Tara. This is where one question leads to many for the student, and answers to these questions are just a click away on Homie. The learner ends up asking more questions and learning much more in the book content. Learning makes deeper. Learner builds confidence. For guiding problem solving or enhancing the critical thinking skills of learners, Homie supports a feature we call the Coach Mode. Rather than providing the learner direct answers to question asked, under Coach Mode, Homie Tutor asks targeted, Socratic-style questions that lead you to the solution step loss. The learner develops critical thinking skills and retain concepts more deeply by arriving at conclusions on your own. If you are stressed for time and want to revise, simply click on the Summary tab on any page you wish to revise, and with a click, generate concise AI summaries. Homie condenses the key points into a clear, bullet point list or short paragraph, ideal for a fast review before class or exams. Homie not only teaches, it provides data and insights to measure the learning performance and gamifies the learning experience. On the Homie dashboard, check out the learning curves, 3-ring trackage to track study duration, question activity, and pages length.
Just do try Homie for free at www.MeraTutor.ai/Homie. We are offering free trials to everyone, and you don't need a credit card to sign up for it. Thank you so much.